Good evening and welcome to Armagh TV, where tonight, in the summer weather that we're experiencing here at the Athletic Grounds in Armagh, we will announce the Armagh team to face Leitrim in round 2 of the All-Ireland football qualifiers on Saturday evening at 5 p.m. in Carrick-on-Shannon. Here in our outdoor studio this evening, we're joined by Armagh Assistant Manager Brendan Hughes. Brendan, we're delighted to have you with us this evening.
Thanks very much.
And we'll look back firstly before we look ahead, but a promising outing in our recent win against Wicklow. Many fine individual displays and a good team performance.
Yeah, we were happy enough with it. We were confident coming into the game. We'd played 3 challenge games and the team was taking shape, and that team had a complete run out against Offaly the previous Saturday and had played to the same standard with the same style, if you like, and it was pleasing then that whenever it was a competitive game that they were able to reproduce it, and most importantly here in front of the home support.
And I suppose being drawn to Leitrim then just a few days later for round 2 of the qualifiers would have tempered attitudes, especially given the fact that Leitrim had a comprehensive victory against ourselves here at the Athletic Grounds in a challenge game just a few weeks previous.
Yes, that's right. That was the first of 4 that we played, and I suppose we were still finding our feet at that stage. But Leitrim showed that day. It was a very hot, sunny day that Saturday as well, and Leitrim showed that they're full of fitness and full of running and have some very, very dangerous forwards.
And in the build-up to this game over this past 10 days or so, there's been a bit of a bug in the camp. So what's the feeling around the squad at the moment?
It would seem that it's cleared up at this stage. Certainly last Tuesday and Thursday it affected a number of players. They were obviously advised to take every precaution and not be sharing water bottles and all the types of things that can lead to it spreading through the camp. So thankfully it appears to have cleared up now, and the lads had a bit of a workout here this evening in the Athletic Grounds and everything went well.
And we're just approaching the announcement of the team for the forthcoming fixture. Is there anyone who isn't available due to injury?
2 players just at the moment. Thankfully that injury list getting shorter. Just Charlie Vernon and Barry Loughlin at this stage. They're the only 2 not available for selection.
Great stuff. So good squad to pick from, obviously, and I suppose all the fans who are watching now at the moment will be keen to hear the announcement of the team. So do you mind sharing with us the 15 to start against the Ridge County on Saturday?
No problem at all. It will be the same 15 that played against Wicklow, so we'll just go through it now. In goals will be Philip McAvoy from Drummond. Number 2, Paul McKeown, Crossmaglen Rangers. Number 3 will be Brenton Donaghy from Clonmore. Number 4, James Morgan, Crossmaglen Rangers. Then in the half-back line on the right, number 5, Aaron Kernan from Crossmaglen Rangers. Number 6, the captain of the team, is Kieran McKeever from St Patrick's and Cullyhanna. And number 7 at left half-back's Mark Shields from Whitecross. At centre field, I suppose a fairly well established partnership now. Number 8 is James Lavery from Mahary, and number 9 is Stephen Harold from Carrick-on-Shannon. Number 10 at right half forward is Caelan Rafferty from Greenmore. Number 11 centre half forward is Kevin Dias from Drummond, and number 12 at left half forward, the youngest player in the team, is Ethan Rafferty from Grange. The full forward line then, top of the right at number 13 is Jamie Clark from Crossmaglen. Number 14, Tony Kernan from Crossmaglen at full forward, and at top of the left, Eugene McVerry from Mullabon.
So there we have it. That's the naming of the team, and we'll just have a word or two maybe perhaps now, Brendan, about that. Some might suggest that it was a very straightforward decision to name those 15 players again, and that's the first time we've actually done so this campaign. Was that the case? Not
really. At the same time, you're trying to, I suppose, say that a 25-point victory in the previous game is obviously satisfactory, but I think Wicklow would probably acknowledge they underperformed on the day, and we'd be only too aware of that. We also got a flying start with 2 goals, our first 2 scores. The first one came from a penalty, and I suppose we hadn't even attacked at that stage, so we're unlikely to get a start at that level again. But that said, once we had the start, the players who were on the field cemented their place on the team and are fully deserving of another opportunity. That said, we have a lot of competition for places. The players who came on the last day acquitted themselves well, and now in addition to that, from the last day, Kieran Toner from Greenmore is now also available to us, and he will take his place among the subs in this game.
Great stuff. Carrick-on-Shannon now, we've a record there that's less than spectacular. We lost there in 73, won in 75, and in our most recent competitive fixture there we drew. So that's going to be a mountain to climb as well.
Yeah, well, I suppose last year when we played Roscommon in Hyde Park, it's a journey again to an away venue, which is I suppose like Carrick-on-Shannon isn't that accessible from Armagh. It's on the main road from Dublin to Sligo, but we're not on the main road from Dublin to Sligo ourselves. So the travelling issue, and then to a venue that we're not familiar with. As you say, the last game was 1997, so like that wouldn't impact on any of the players here. They wouldn't be aware of that. They won't have played there, and they won't know much about it. Away games are notoriously difficult at this stage, as we saw at the weekend there. It took Tyrone all their time to beat Roscommon in Hyde Park again, and these teams will put it up to teams like ourselves, and it's very much a case from our point of view of now, we treated Wicklow with the utmost respect, and we analysed what Wicklow were likely to do. We'll treat Leitrim exactly the same, and we'll know about their strengths and their weaknesses, and hopefully we'll be able to deal with their strengths and exploit their weaknesses.
I suppose in the Wicklow game, which took place here at the Athletic Grounds, we were a wounded animal going out that day after our loss to Cavan in the Ulster Championship. Leitrim may be going in a similar frame of mind this time round after their semi-final Connacht loss to London.
They possibly are, yeah, but we don't really have any control over Leitrim. We have to look after ourselves, and what we're taking in a positive sense here is that the 4 qualifiers played at the weekend, the 4 teams that won in the second round also won in the first round, and momentum's the most important thing in any championship campaign. We have a taste of momentum now, as I say, over the couple of challenge games we played leading into the Wicklow game, from the Wicklow game itself, and hopefully we can push on. And the most important thing now is if we can reproduce the level of performance that we produced against Wicklow, then hopefully the result will take care of itself.
I suppose looking to the 16th man, our supporters, Paul Grimley recently stated how delighted he was with the noise and the volume and the amount of supporters that came out and support the team here against Wicklow. What can the 16th man do this time round in Carrick-on-Shannon?
Well, when we were here a few weeks ago, there was 8,000 or thereabouts here supporting us, and the vocal support and the noise, and the excitement in the crowd meant that it did radiate onto the pitch, and the players, they do take a great amount of encouragement from that. While we'll hardly have 8,000 travelling supporters at the weekend, it'll be still very, very important that we have as many as possible. And the role that the Armagh supporters have played for years now has been well recognised throughout the country, and hopefully they can travel in big numbers this weekend and give the players the lift that they require.
Brendan, thanks very much for your time this evening. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your insight into the forthcoming fixture. It's important to say that the game will not be shown live. There will be no live streaming of the game against Leitrim on Saturday evening. Remember, nothing beats being there, so get yourself down to Carrick-on-Shannon and support on the boys on Saturday night. Just one announcement just before we conclude this evening, and that's that the shop here at the Kinnaird will be open on Friday between 3 and 9 p.m. Available are Armagh jerseys, new car flags, and other memorabilia and accessories for your essential trip to Carrick-on-Shannon. We look forward to seeing you down there in Carrick-on-Shannon supporting the boys on Saturday evening, and we wish Brenton and the rest of the team the best of luck. It's good night from the Athletic Grounds in Armagh.
gonna die.